see. I already copied the Nostalgia Critic, the Angry Video Nerd. Who else should I copy from talented internet critics? Oh yes, Linkara. Might as well do that.
Another mission, the powers and call me away. Another time to carry the colors again. My motivation and no house more to defend. To win the honor of coming back home again. No explanation will matter after we begin. I'm not the dark destroyer that's buried within. My true vocation and now my unfortunate friend. You will discover a warrior unable to win. I'll have you know that I've become.
Hello and welcome to KC's Awesome Reviews. I'm KC and I review awesome movies, games, and I'm doing comic books apparently. Oh, can I do that voice the whole video? But I am going to talk about a comic book adaptation of King Kong. Personally, I don't know the comic book itself, but I am going to take a look at the download online ones. But yeah, I do also get some better quality here and there. And, well, this comic book is pretty much as that, an adaptation of the original film. And it's got King Kong doing what he does best. Smashing things, well, mostly smashing airplanes. Dude, kind of giving spoiler ending, don't ya? And I'm pretty sure the Empire State Building doesn't look like that. I assume it's the Empire State Building, he's staring at it. But yeah, I'm not really sure what the artists have in mind, but I'm not really sure what the artists have in mind. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So let's not waste any time as well. Let's dig into the King Kong adaptation comic. What is the truth behind the legend of King Kong? Can the awesome beast god be hunted down, mastered, taught to fear the men and a woman who search for the answers of mysterious Skull Island and plunge into adventure more incredible, or find the truth more fantastic than you can ever imagine? Yeah, the giant ape is actually a giant animatronic that the native builds just to get more tourist attraction. Gotta get the ching. So our comic opens with, of course, Jack Driscoll, meaning in an agent named Mr. Woodson who wanted to see Carl Denham, who's, I don't think I sound off topic and weird, but take a look at this guy. I mean, look at him. Is it just me, or does Carl Denham kind of looks like Vincent Price? I mean, look at the hair, and look at the mustache, look at the face, and he looks exactly like Vincent Price. I'm not saying that's a bad thing or anything, but I'm just, the similarities are eerily very similar. Vincent Price playing Carl Denham in a King Kong movie. How come no one ever thought of doing that? I mean, that would have been amazing. I'd pay to see it. Okay, if Hollywood's not going to do it, then I will. For now, this review, I'm going to do a Vincent Price voice for Carl Denham. Apparently, the lawyer told him that they're not going to hire any women for this latest picture he's making. And to which he responds, that I'll find one myself, even if I have to kidnap one. Now hang on just a minute there. I thought in the original film, Carl Denham said, and I quote, that I'll find one, even if I have to marry one. Why would he want to say this line in this comic? I mean, kidnap a woman? I mean, why change that? Oh, wait a second. Kidnapping marriage? That's pretty much the same thing. Hey-oh! Oh, wait a minute. I mean, is he wanting to kidnap a girl, or a girl wants to kidnap him? Hey-oh! That is why I never want to get married. Because you never know if you're going to kidnap or not. Ha! Thank you, I'll be here all week. So, the rest of the comic plays out like in the original movie with Carl Denham meeting Ann Darrow, all with paying for the apple that she stole, and he accepts her offer of going in the film that he's making. Then Jack and Ann got to know each other a little better. And of course, we all know in the movie that Jack is not too keen on having a girl aboard the ship, and of course, he's gonna think that she's a jinx, and they kiss. Barely got to say a word to one another, and they automatically started kissing. Wow, those two fell a lot faster than the original movie did. And of course, like in the original film, they made it to Skull Island. And I gotta ask, if a place called Skull Island, it must be pretty dangerous. Why do I want to go there in the first place? Denim, I know you're brave, but there's a difference between brave and being stupid. This is stupid water that I am in. That doesn't make any sense in the movie either. So as they made it on the island, Denim introduced them to some gas bombs in case they spot trouble. Or in case they spot something they can bring back to the island alive. Like a giant monkey. But what are the odds of that happening? And eventually they meet the natives, who thankfully are not, well, uncomfortably looking like that I did in the movie. Yeah, I showed you the image, but I don't want to risk offending my African American viewers. Next, the natives encountered our heroes, and well, the captain and speak their language. I actually never got that in the film. How did the captain was able to speak our language? Did he just get around? Was he on the island before? Did he learn to speak natives of languages? What? But of course, the natives see Anne and want to bargain for her. But of course, they decline, and they decided to get the heck out of Dodge. But did that stop the natives? No. Oh, they immediately snuck on board, captured Anne, and brought them back to the island. Of course, Jack, Carl, and the crew, who found out that Anne's been captured, thought they immediately mount a rescue. But meanwhile, back with Anne Daryl, she was being brought to the altar to be sacrificed to Kong, the god they worship here on the island. And here he is, folks, the one we've all been waiting for. King Kong himself about to make a big epic reveal, and he's blue. Blue? Okay, blue is my favorite color, but why is Kong blue? Is he supposed to have, like, black fur or something? Well, whatever. Kong is here, and he grabs Anne. And then, much like in the movie, he was immediately smitten by the girl. Yep, the beauty to tame the beast. Jack, Carl, and the rest of the crew got a good look at Kong. And boy, was that surprised as we are when we first saw the creature. Jack, Carl, and the rest of the crew, however, decided to give chase and try to track down the creature and save Anne. But not before encountering a few dinosaurs here and there. Some wants to eat them, and others want to trample on them. But eventually, Jack, Carl, and the crew eventually caught the Kong, and we get the famous log scene. And for some reason, Kong is using just one arm, and just look at the log. It's not that big to be carrying all those men. And look at Kong's hand. It's big enough to just carry it with just one arm. I mean, hello, Kong used both hands, and the log was a lot bigger than that. Of course, the only ones who make it out alive is Jack and Carl. And they devise the plan of Carl going back and getting help up and getting ready for Jack and Anne's return, while Jack goes save Anne. Next, we got the famous fight scene from the film. Kong versus the T-Rex. And of course, Kong came by the win by, well, in the film, he ripped his freaking jaws apart. But in the comic, he's just snapped his neck through his bare hands on a tree. Well, I guess it's enough to kill a T-Rex, but that works too. Later, Jack was able to save Kong while Kong was fighting another dinosaur. A pterodactyl to be precise. Our heroes eventually made it back to Carl Denham and the rest of the villagers. But Jack quickly called on Carl's plan to capture Kong and bring him back to New York City. Of course, as he thinks it's crazy, but eventually it worked. And of course, it gives me an excuse to say a famous Carl Denham line, and from the movie and my bits and price voice. We're millionaires, boys! I'll share with all of you! Oh, In 1 week's time, and his name will be in lights. Kong, the eighth wonder of the world. So, eventually, they made it back somehow. That didn't explain it well in the movie either. That they brought Kong back to New York City. What can possibly go wrong? A lot of things apparently. Now that Kong just broke free after the photographer took pictures of him and got him angry. Yeah. Fellas, what if you don't get too close to Kong to taking pictures? Or any other giant monster take close pictures? Because they're gonna get him angry and they'll go on a rampage. As in here. Or in this version, Kong's in a cage. Yeah, I don't think whether he's in chains or cage is gonna stop this guy. Well, that's the question. How can they put in a cage in the first film? They gonna get in a cage long enough? Big enough? Well, apparently so. But yeah. Kong then recaptured Anne, and we get the famous scene from the film, where he climbed the Empire State Building. And again, I could be wrong, but the Empire State Building may or may not look like that, but it's been a while since I saw the thing. I went to New York City once upon a time. Fun fact. Again, I'm not sure if it looked like that still, but yeah. We still get the famous scene, and we all know what's gonna happen next. Kong was shot down by the plane and fell to his death down to the Empire State Building. And comes to the end of the lesson to all. All that when you try to mess with Mother Nature will try to mess with you back. But apparently, even the mightiest of King Kong cannot tame the wildest jungle of all time. Man, or New York City. The planes did it! They killed Kong! The planes didn't do it. It wasn't the planes that got King Kong. What? As always, it was beauty. Beauty killed the beast. People got killed because of this guy. But anyway, this comic's pretty great. Sure, it has the same problem as the movie has, and it also has its own problems to be acknowledged. There are some things that didn't work here that wasn't in the movie, but some things that wasn't in the movie also kind of worked here. And it was an overall pretty fascinating read. And so I highly recommend you give this a look at, whether you want to order it online or want to check it out online. And you can check it out for free online. Hey, read comics online for free. That's my thing. And it deserves an overall rating of 9 out of 10. It's almost as good as the movie it was based off of. And well, that's all guys, and I am a man! See you all next time.
Farewell, friends. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and DeviantArt.